Hello. I know this is like a last minute thing that I'm doing, but I was kind of doing something a little bit different. Um, just going to kind of wait for everybody to start filtering in, whoever's coming, before I really start getting into it. But yeah, as you guys read in the title, it is an unboxing that I'm doing. Uh, I'm kind of interested because this is a legit live boxing. I might have just gotten this package, I want to say maybe 10 minutes ago. No, 15 minutes ago. By the time I got all set up, and that's why I delayed it for 15 minutes for it to start. But anyways, it's on Saturday. Um, I went and ordered some plants, and I got them from Tommy from Silver Creek Aquatics. And this is the first time I'm ordering from him. I know he's been selling plants, and they look really, really good. Um, I'm not gonna lie, a little bit concerned because it's not the best time of the year for me to be receiving plants or fish. Just because currently, right now, in the shade in the garage with the fans on, I'm sitting at 80 degrees. So you can only imagine how hot it is inside those the mail trucks. So we're gonna see how well these plants made it. What I am superly surprised. Hey Tommy, how you doing? Um, I sent you the link if you want to come up and actually watch this with me as we both unbox to see how they arrived. Uh, yeah, uh, I haven't. I literally just got these. The package was a little warm on the outside, but that's very normal. I do live in Arizona. Uh, Highest for today are going to be in the high 90s, 100s. Like I said, it's 80 degrees right now, sitting in the garage. So I'll wait until a couple more people come in before I start opening up the packages and start looking through that. I did. Okay, and I did. I was trying to figure out what I was going to put these. I have a couple of spare 10-gallon tanks that I thought I might set up for this. But Tommy was saying these plants are pretty tall. I'm not ready to put them in any projects yet, but I do like the idea of having plants handy and also start getting them used to my water because believe it or not, fish are not the only thing that need to adapt to your water parameters. So what I want to do is I'm going to set up a temporary grow out tank and grow them out there until it comes time that I really do need them. And once that comes around, then I'll have access to those plants. Hopefully, by the time I need them, what I'll actually be using is trimmings from those plants, which would be kind of cool. But let me show you guys real quick. Let me put the other camera on so you guys can see the package. That's what I got in the mail. On the other side, obviously, is the addresses, but I don't want to dox Tommy. I could care less about myself. But so this is the way they were packaged. It's a nice insulated package. We'll see what the plants now that I'm touching it. It's got a chance to cool off. We'll see what the temperature was like on the inside. When I open these, I'll go ahead and grab my thermometer so I have that here handy, and we'll start doing that. I know you're not worried. Neither am I, but I am curious. The only reason I'm a little worried is because the very first time I ordered plants, I got them from this gentleman that is no longer in business. But he had a really solid reputation. I used to follow him all the time. I was a big fan of his. Um, he was out of the Riverside area, but I think when the time it was just bad timing. I think by the time I got around to ordering stuff, he was kind of like on the closing phases of his business, and the weather. The weather was not. It was already in the triple digits, and then it was just like a combination of things. First, he wasn't able to get the package out on time, like what he had promised. So he sent it out, and it hit the weekend. Obviously, they sat in horrendous temperature, and needless to say, out of that order, I might have been able to salvage maybe two or three plants. I mean two or three stems of everything that was going in there. Hey, Rob, how you doing? And so that was the only experience that I've had ordering plants. Usually, if I try to order plants, I try to get them either uh, October to November, where it's still not bad enough for people to ship out if they're up in the northern region of the country, or I'll do it in the early spring. That for me, that would be like February to April. Hey, hey, Jake. All right, no problem. No, I was saying is that I just literally about 20 minutes ago got a package from Tommy at Silver Creeks. I had ordered some plants for him on Saturday, and he shipped them out on Monday, and they're already here. I was really impressed how quickly they got here. Uh, so I'm gonna do that. So this is the package right here. Let me see. I gotta learn the angles of the camera. So let's go ahead and get this open, and we'll get a temperature reading on the inside. Which now that it's been sitting here in this cooler environment because it was sitting in the mail truck. And I wish Tommy is able to come up here real quick so that he can kind of talk about the plants that he sent me. All right, so I'm taking a temperature reading right now. The package, as you guys can, that's not too bad. So first off here, it looks like he sent me some extra stuff that I wasn't expecting. This was not in my order, but thank you, Tommy. It looks like it's an Amazon sword. So I got that. I got some Rotala, Walichi, and this is going to require highlight. So this one is one that I'm a little bit nervous about because I don't have any highlights. But when I was telling Tommy, I think I'm going to use the ambient light of the sun because, like I said, I am in my garage. Holy smoke! You sent a lot of stuff, Tommy. Oh, here it is. Here's a cold pack that he put in there. Let me get that in there. It's like a lukewarm pack now, though. But our temperatures, like I said, they are really, really hot. This is a little cold pack. Right now, temperature on that whole cold pack is about 88 degrees. I don't know if you guys can see that. But that's how hot it gets out here in Arizona. So if you guys are in a milder region of the country where the summers are not that extreme, man, I'll tell you what, I would definitely order from Tommy because they made it in great. Here is some micro swords. Wow, these are really, really big. A lot bigger than I'm going to show you my micro swords in a bit. You guys are going to laugh. Here I have some junk repens. No, some repens. We'll see how those do. Hey, June, how you doing? JT, thank you for joining me. These are just some plants that I just literally got now about 23 minutes ago that I ordered from Silver Creek Aquatics. Tommy. Yeah, 88 degrees for the cold pack. So you can imagine if he hadn't put a cold pack in my package, these suckers would have been at least 90 degrees because it's 92. No, it would have probably been hotter because they get that radiant heat inside the damn mail truck. So this is some hydrophilia. This one I'm really excited about having. I like the hydrophilia plants. I got some Luigi repens. Nice red color on these. Dude, did you send me a lot more than what I ordered? I don't recognize a lot of these other plants. What the hell? I got some crypts. On these, the leaves I'm not so worried about. It's the roots that really matter. You really want to have a good root structure on any of your crypts. And because that's really what's going to happen. I expect all of these to melt back, but as long as I have a really good root structure, I think that's I've had pretty good success with that. Let's see. Do you ship to the Netherlands? I don't know. Maybe you can. Rotala indica. This is looking pretty good too. Dude, I don't remember ordering that, but that's okay. Thank you. This one is my nemesis. I have never, ever, ever had success with this plant. I don't know what it is. It's not a very difficult plant. The color on this is stunning, though. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, it's not coming up very much on the camera, but yeah, this one I'm gonna see. This one I make no promises. I might kill that one, but I just haven't had any success with that one. I don't know the lighting or something. So we say. Jude's asking Tommy for some plants. And this is Luigi Super Red. The one I have is just a regular common Luigi. This is nice. Got a nice little leaf. Now, Tommy, are these a lot different because you grow these outdoors, or they're just a different breed? Oh, these sent me some would look like bud, but I'm not that fortunate. But anyway, this is some Crip Windy Eye Bronze. And again, what I'm looking for in these is this root system. And as you guys can see on there, that is some serious roots. The leaves are going to melt back. They're going to die out. It's going to look like the plant's dead. But you're going to have that root system, which is really important. So those are the plants that he sent me. Originally, let me see. I'm going to try to pick one. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. I see, Tommy. I see you. You're supposed to be a business, buddy. You can't give your merchandise away. The only thing I'm disappointed is that I didn't get some of that high-end Azolla. I wanted some of that high-dollar Azolla that you got, man. For $13 a nickel bag, this should be some serious stuff. And so that was pretty much it. I am gonna. Well, let me show you real quick what my microsort or my hair grass looks like in relationship to what Tommy sent me. You guys are gonna laugh because it is kind of funny. Let me get the camera. Yeah, it's camera turned around. Let me bring this up. And here we go. Here's a hair grass that's growing in my aquarium. It's like the hair on the top of my head. Very thin and almost not there. So what he sent me is definitely a lot more different than what I have there. So, but they do say that things do kind of look like their owners. So I guess it makes perfect sense that I have that hair grass. Hey, there's the man speaking to the devil.
What is going on, man? Can you hear me all right?
I'm excited. I feel like a little kid opening presents and
That's awesome. It always feels like that. Even when I get mine, I'm just like, yes, it's plant day.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to show you guys real quick the tote that I'm going to set it up in. It's going to be this used to be, it was an aquarium, a temporary aquarium before I set up the picture. And then it used to be a storage box where I store all my extras. So now that's going to be the temporary holding tank for the plants. And you weren't joking about these plants being pretty tall.
Yeah. yeah, they've spent some time. I've definitely had time to condition them over. Some of them have been in tanks. Some of them have been outside just to ensure that they are good to go in any tank you put them in. And so this tank right here.
Yeah.
You wouldn't believe me if I told you what my water temperature was in there right now. So 88 is nothing for those plants.
Well, it's good to know. I know my summer in the summertime. Well, we are in the summertime. Right now, it's actually still nice though. It's only 80 degrees in here. But once we get into the triple digits, it's not uncommon for it to be 105, 100 inside the garage.
Yeah.
And my water in the tanks will usually be low 90s, 92, 90, somewhere in that region.
Yeah. I'm already sitting at 85, 86.
Yeah, I do a water change and it's at 88 degrees.
Yep. Those water changes help when it's this hot though, because you get that if you let the water hose run for like maybe a minute or two? No, it's still hot for you, even the ground
I'm
temperature.
gonna do a video about it so you guys understand. It is probably hotter than the damn water heater by the time it comes out of the water hose. I mean, it is hot.
Are-
It's got to be at least about 100 degrees when it's coming out of the hose. And I'll let it run in the kitchen out about 30 minutes. And the coolest that'll get down is probably be the high 80s.
Oh
But that's a
man.
20 degree. I'll die in the garage. Yeah, it is. Right
Yeah.
now, let me show you. So I don't want to be called a liar, but that is the. I don't know if you guys can read the digital display. It's 80 degrees
103.
and 43 degrees humidity.
I thought it showed 103.1,
Oh no,
1031.
that's the time. It's 10:31.
I'm like, dang, dude, you're selling it short. It's hot in there.
Yeah, it's 10:31 on a Wednesday.
Yeah. I don't know what it is in here. I'm already getting sticky and sweaty.
Well,
And
you know what it is. It's all those tanks. They release all that humidity.
yep.
I'm lucky if I can keep it under 50 in here. The only thing that
I don't know
saves
what
me
my
is that
humidity
I'm
is
in
like.
Arizona, and our summers are real dry. So I can open up the side door and crack the garage door open and get the air flowing through here, and it sucks
was
that
checking my
humidity right out.
Oh my god, I just pulled it all the way out. I gotta put that back in the tank. I thought it checked humidity too. I thought I had another one that it's over on this other one. Let's see what my humidity in here is, and there it is.
Yeah, where am I? I'm located in Arizona, in Yuma, Arizona. That's where I'm at, here in the United States, JT. But I think we're supposed to be slightly cooler than Phoenix, but not by much.
That
We do.
can't be right. It's
Uh,
showing a 99% humidity. My
Yeah.
little thing must be in the water.
I can pull off not having to have a dehumidifier, like I said, because our air is so dry that as long as I'm running the fan, pulling in air from the outside and letting it go out through the crack at the bottom of the garage,
Yeah.
it'll keep the humidity within check. Yeah, you have a dehumidifier. You have to though. You're in Texas.
I'm about to get those little it's like a Mr. Cool, but it's just a little portable box, and you
Yeah.
put water in it, and it's got a cold radiator inside of it and can cool down like 400 square feet or something. I'm about to get one of those and put it in here and try it out in the fish room because
I've seen those. I've seen those. As a matter of fact, I've been tempted to get one of those portable evaporative coolers.
Yeah.
Just because, like I said, we are dry down here, so
yeah.
and try to use that to cool off the temperatures. Because when I was growing up as a kid, we didn't have AC. We had swamp coolers, and I know that once August would roll around is when we start getting a lot of that monsoon moisture. We never got the rain, but we always got the humidity that was coming up through the Gulf of Cortez, the Seal Cortez, I mean.
Oh, okay.
And we would get all that moisture, but never any of the rain. So in August, it's turn off the damn swamp cooler. All you're going to be able to run is fans, and hopefully you'll stay a little cool. But that's about it.
Yeah, for sure. It gets to we get to about at least three to 4.5 weeks straight of about 110 to 120 Fahrenheit where I'm at. It's the baby
What?
desert. It's not quite the desert, but if we didn't have the surrounding lakes that we had, we wouldn't have any trees where we are, and it would just straight up be desert where I am.
Yeah, the only reason we have green here is because literally the Colorado River runs right through here, and we're able to irrigate. So they do some farming. There's a lot of crops. Believe it or not, most of the lettuce that the United States receives comes from here, from Yuma. They have the big chill packers. That's like the number 2 employer in the whole valley of the Yuma
For
Valley.
lettuce?
For lettuce, produce
In the desert?
in the desert. Because we grow it in the winter. It's in the winter.
Oh,
the winter
okay.
crop. We don't
Okay.
freeze over,
Yeah.
so they're able to grow that.
Yeah, that's why I was like wrapping my head around. I was like, I can't even grow lettuce here. What are you talking about? How are y'all growing it there?
Yeah,
Yeah, it loves those cooler temperatures.
I think if I'm between in Yuma and the Imperial Valley, they probably produce about 80% of all the produce that hits the United States.
Oh, wow.
Because they grow it out here in the winter. We don't have
Yeah.
snow.
Yeah.
So
Why everybody
oh,
else is frozen over and getting nothing? The supplies are hot down there. It's like, oh
hey,
yeah.
Didi. Yeah, so if you look next time you go to your produce store and it's bagged, if you see, you'll probably see some of the things that says like Brawley, Imperial,
Hmm.
Yuma. That's all our region down here. And the only reason they're growing vegetables out here in the desert is because the Colorado River pretty much comes to an end here. There's a small portion of it that goes into Mexico, and if you look up Yuma on Google Maps, you'll see we're right. I'm right on the corner. It would be the southeast corner of California and the southwest corner of Arizona, southwest and southeast.
Okay.
And you the only thing that divides California, well, what divides California from Arizona is literally the river. So we have
Not
a
quite
bridge.
oceanfront property.
Yeah. So well, you know what? San Andreas goes off, we're going to be ocean. Well, no, we'll
Yeah.
probably be underwater. Forget ocean water because the San Andreas fault runs not too far
Right
from here
through that
either.
section. Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, luckily I think I'm on the Arizona side, so I can probably have
You'll be all
beachfront, and I
right.
won't be underwater like the Pearl Valley.
You'll get to selfie stick the destruction and be like, yeah, this is what happened because I'm on this side. No.
Hey, thank you, Aqua Garden Sense. He's listening from work.
Heck yeah. Dee Dee
Yeah.
came in
Yep.
as well. Yeah.
Yes, I am relatively near to Blythe. I am south of Blythe. We are about an hour. Well, because it's not a direct drive, you kind of twist and turns. It's about hour 15, hour 30 south of Blythe.
Okay.
So yeah, in that region. Because June's asking.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's. I
I
mean,
love Arizona, man. It has its own. I don't. I hate to sound modern, but it has its own vibe, and it really does. And if there was ever a place that just had its own vibe, separate from the rest of the United States completely, it is
well,
definitely different areas
it's
in
so
Arizona.
interesting. Hey, Jeff.
It's like
It's
this
so
the
interesting
suck
because
zone of like energy vortexes, and I mean, not to get into all of that, but it's just like it's weird. And every city that you go to, it's like people are different, but they're not like anywhere else that you've ever been anywhere in the U.S. I was just like,
it's
this feels like culture shock just going to Arizona. What the heck?
It is. California definitely. I think the biggest thing with California, unfortunately, is that Hollywood has a very strong hold on most of the state.
Yeah, but
Um,
that's expected in California, so people know.
yeah, so it is a gorgeous state. California
Hmm.
is beautiful. It has some
Oh
of the
yeah,
best coastlines you could ever imagine. It's just the politics right now. It's not. I don't know. I don't want to get too much into that, but
yeah, it's
it wasn't
everywhere.
for me, so that's why I left. And I'm literally only 55 miles from where I grew up, my hometown, where Dr. Anthony is also from.
Oh
And
wow.
so we're both from the Pearl Valley, which is a community of some really small farming towns. It's a farming area.
Oh
Um,
nice.
so
Y'all are neighbors.
oh
What's
yeah,
up,
yeah. I
Watts?
mean, I know exactly the area that he grew up in. I mean, it's real small. I think the entire Imperial Valley might only have, if anything, maybe now about 100,000.
Heck yeah.
So there's not a lot of people. It's a small rural community still.
Yeah, little farming
So
community. Yeah,
yeah, it's green and
we're
brown. Yeah,
farmer
my section.
reliant.
Yeah, just I guess south of Riverside County, that's where it gets brown, and it's brown all the way down here. He lives in Mesa. Mesa's nice though. Mesa's real nice. That's kind of like eastern side of Phoenix.
Hmm.
Uh, so that area is real nice. They're closer to the river, the Salt River, so it's a little bit greener up in that area.
Yeah, Texas has
But
got a little bit of everything too. You start getting into West Texas, and you're like, wait a minute, no, this is Mexico. This isn't Texas. Like the whole western and southwestern border of it's not Texas. But then there's coming up from that, it goes into the desert, like the baby desert, and then goes into where the mountain range, the winds from the mountain range finally hit and merge with all of the water sources that are in like central Texas and north central Texas that run in a line and really make all the storms, like right at the start of where Tornado Alley is.
Yeah, I've had to make the drive from here all the way to Houston a couple of times, and I love it. Once you get past Fort Stockton, it changes. It's a different Texas. All of a sudden, you start getting greener and greener and greener, and from there all the way up into San Antonio, it's beautiful.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what I mean.
so
It's like going through completely different zones, all in one state. But I mean, you make a state that's the size of 5 other states, and that's bound to happen, I guess.
Yeah, it's Google Maps says you'll get there in 20 hours. I call BS on that. I always have to stop. And it's the first time I thought I could make it because it only said it was like a 6-hour drive or something like that from El Paso to San Antonio.
Yeah.
And I had to pull Fort Stockton. That's the only reason I know it, because we had to spend the night there because I was literally falling asleep behind the wheel.
Now, did you take the southern route and go like through like the west side of Texas, or did you go through the Panhandle? Oh, okay. You took the long, boring drive.
Yeah, we go from here. We drive just south of Phoenix, drop into Tucson, into New Mexico, and then from New Mexico you drop into El Paso, and then I think it's Interstate 8 all the way.
It's like the last little bit of mountain range you get to see before it just goes to flat land again.
And then that gap though between El Paso and San Antonio takes forever though. It seems long.
Yeah. Yes. There's like nothing.
The only upside is
somebody keep poking me and keep me awake. I can't do this job.
Yeah, the only upside is like the Autobahn. You can go as fast as your car will let you go, and the cops won't mess with you. I mean, I'm used to California where trucks are not supposed to go over 55. I was driving down there the very first time. I was on the fast lane, just thinking that I was going to be pretty slick. Well, I had truck drivers at night flashing their lights for me to get out of the way because they were even going faster than I was. I was probably about 85, 90. And these guys were just, pedal to the metal.
Yeah, it's open season if a truck driver's doing 75.
Oh yeah, I tried tagging them, staying behind them as a radar. I couldn't keep up with their speed. I was like, nah, forget it. I can't.
You got to get right behind them in that little zone where the air pocket pushes you into them.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
Save that 3 miles per gallon.
Slamming on the brakes, and I'll be part of the cargo.
Oh my gosh, it'd be Jorge Pancake.
I've seen cars pile in behind those semi rigs. It's never good.
No, I don't think there's. Yeah, it's funny too. I was talking about that with my mom and my stepdad the other day because they're talking about getting my nephew a car right now. He just turned 16. They're like, yeah, we're gonna get him a convertible Mustang, convertible Mustang, like the 1998, 99 body style, that almost square body style. I was like, are y'all drunk? You're buying a teenager a convertible Mustang? Like, do you have any idea about safety? Because that's not it.
Yeah.
I was like, he wrecks that, there's no chance of survival. You at least want him to have a 1% chance of survival.
Yeah, I bet Dee Dee has this. She's talking about she likes driving at night because she'll be on that CD radio. Yeah, I can see Dee Dee doing that. She has a sense of humor to be able to pull that off.
Oh God!
Yeah. What June was saying about the Autobahn. What I just recently found out, it is real expensive to get your license in Germany because they literally put you through driving school. I mean, like a race car driving school. So
that's cool.
They're really strict. It's almost like $2,000 to be able to get your driver's license in Germany. So yes, they do drive safer because they do all that money that they spend to it is to teaching them how to be able to drive.
Because they learn how to drift
unlike
parallel
here where you
park.
drop, what is it, $32 or $35 and you get your license.
Yeah.
And you get like a gazillion tries to pass it.
Right, yeah. It used to not be. You used to have to actually sit through the class or go through a certain amount of time and all of that, but not anymore. Well, way,
Hey,
way
wait.
back in the day, they would put people through a course where they actually had to learn the internal workings of the motor. Like they had skill models in school of internal combustion motors where it was like a motor cut in half where you could see the
Yeah.
pistons going up and down and how the spark plug ignited in the combustion chamber and pushed the piston down and rotated the crank and moved all of the other pistons and their reciprocal it all. I mean, you would have to learn all of that before you could. I think they should bring that back. At
Well, I
least
don't
at
even
least
think they
let
need
people
to
know how
because
to fill up their gas tank and oil and
the reason I'm
radiator
saying that,
fluid and all that.
yeah, the reason I'm saying I don't even think they need to is because I know most kids. It took forever to convince my daughter to get her license. She didn't want to get it. She got so
Yeah.
used to us driving her around everywhere that she did not want to get it. Let me say some quick hellos because we've had quite a few people. Hey, Wick, thanks for being here. Eddie, Vibes, thanks for being here. Didi, I know I said hi to you, but just in case. Jeffrey Watts, thanks for joining me. Anybody else that I'm missing? That just Aqua Garden Zen, thank you for being here. June, of course.
JT, I think we already
So I
said hi
think
to
that's
him.
pretty much it. Yeah, JT. JT, where are you from? Because I know you said there's like a 9 hour difference from where I'm at. I'm
Netherlands,
just
I think.
curious. And somebody was telling him to do his homework, so I'm thinking he's a young kid.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. Netherlands, I think he is.
Oh, okay. Hey, Jeff. Yeah, no. Like I said, we were here because I ordered some of Tommy's plants, and I did a little unboxing about them. It looks like they all got here really good.
So
So
I
the
heard a
next,
question that you were asking me about the plants, and that's why I was
yeah,
coming up. I was like, "Crap, he's got a question," and I didn't catch it as I was coming
yeah,
up.
the rotella, this one, that the real small leaf one. This is wait up.
Okay, yeah, the super red,
Yeah, is the leaf a lot smaller because this is growing out in like really high light?
probably,
Okay.
probably. If you look on the lower end of those, the leaves probably will be bigger.
Yeah, because I hadn't seen it that small. I mean, I like them because it's a
Hmm.
different look.
Yeah,
I
those
don't know if I
were.
can make.
I keep the super reds about an inch below the surface to
Okay.
where the surface is. So if my plant pond is too shallow, which it ranges between 16 to 18 inches deep. If it's too shallow or something, I'll put it in a smaller tote so that way I can keep that level like right there because it makes like these perfect little rosettes out
Yeah,
of
I've
out of
never.
the plant.
I had never seen it like that. That's why I was like, wow, this is either the sun, power of the sun, or you have a really different way of growing these out. Because
It's just the power of
the
the sun.
leaf.
And honestly, half the day I keep a shade cloth on it. So once the
Okay.
sun is directly above to where the sun is like beating down onto my pond, I put an 80. I think it's an 80% shade cloth over it until it goes over. I've got it on the east side of a building, so it only catches morning sun for about 2.5 hours, and then it catches that midday sun for about four hours.
Okay.
So during that time is when I have it shaded, and then once it's past that point to where it's back in the shade again from the building
How
that's to the
hot does the
west of it.
water get in those totes, or your outdoor pond?
In the pond? Well, I mean, since I've got running water in it and I keep the shade cloth on it, so it really doesn't do too bad. I mean, it stays about 2 or 3 degrees higher than my tanks in here. That's about it,
Okay.
which is really surprising. I was like, no
Yeah.
way.
I
But
was
yeah.
I was trying to do a 55 gallon that I had to put it outside, but it
Hmm.
doesn't have any shade at all. And that
Yeah.
sucker was cooking. It was boiling almost by the time I said, and that was like a month ago. So I
Start
said,
getting
I'm
those
not going to be able
crazy
to pull it
hard
off.
water stains.
I do have a covered patio in the backyard, but
Hmm.
unless I find a really nice planter, my wife is not going to let me put it up. She doesn't want any totes in the backyard.
Yeah. Yup, for sure. I had to put mine like off to the
All right,
side.
later. Pip's at work. I guess his boss just pulled up and he had a bounce. I just saw somebody here that I never said. Nice to meet you, Elaine. Thank you for joining the live stream. I think that's the first time I've seen that name before. Where'd it go? Make sure. Yeah, Elaine. And
Oh, I missed it.
but yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, I just wanted to I wanted you to see how they got here. I didn't want to. I'm gonna be honest. I was too lazy to do a video.
The Wallachii. So I put notes on there, right, for the ones that are highlight.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Wallachii, I learned this
Yeah.
from Nano, from Jay.
Okay.
So here's the trick, and it works. It works. I've got cheap lights, and it works. You can grow this. So what you do, find a raised section. Even like what you did with your 10-gallon beachfront scape
Yeah.
that you have.
Yeah.
Yeah, do something like that and keep the Wallachii up in the top part of the section. So if you've got, like, say you're working on this tank right here, right? And you wanted to put Wallachii in it. So back here, like right here in this section, here, I'll show you. That was a grasshopper. Right here in this section, I've got this driftwood, and then directly behind it, there's a rock. Behind that rock, I've got the substrate lifted to this level. So I filled in behind the rock with more of this black diamond blasting sand.
Yeah.
So that way it would lift it up. That will be, and you can see. I don't know if you can see it, but I do
Well,
have. That's
cheat.
where I have the Wallachii, so that it's closer to the light than all of the other portions are.
Well,
now
you know
you
what I'm
can
gonna
see
do?
me sweating.
I'm gonna cheat that because since they are gonna be in that tote, I'll just put some bricks in there, put them in a potting plant, and put the substrate in there, and that way they'll be up higher.
Yeah,
So
yeah, that'll work.
I guess
Do
I'm
a
just
brick
gonna
and a
do
pot.
that.
Yeah, perfect.
So that
Perfect.
should
I did
be-
the same thing in this. They're lifted in this tank. I've got the Wallachii in it as well, and it's just lifted up, just closer to that light. That way, I guess technically you'd be saying it's getting more par.
Okay. Well, yeah,
Uh,
because the light's having to travel less
Mm-hmm.
to the bottom.
Yep.
So the micro swords, the Junkus Repens, and the Chi are the ones that I'm gonna have to do like that.
The Junkus Repens actually doesn't do too bad in a little bit of shade, and the micro swords, I think you'll be all right.
Okay.
Micro swords aren't hard unless you're new, and they're really not even hard if you're new. It would just so I stated this in my my new species spotlight video on my swords that's coming up, that I 100% back and agree with Joanna from the Smallscape with what she says about micro swords. They're not a beginner plant. They're an intermediate plant if you're a beginner. If you're not a beginner, then they're a beginner plant. It takes very, very little effort. If you know anything at all about growing plants and what the plants need in the substrate, you know, what nutrients they're going to need, you're going to be able to grow micro swords, no problem. And you're even going to be able to grow them in the shade. I mean, I've got some even out in my pond outside. I have some that's in the shade of some of the other plants.
Well,
So I think it'll be all right for you.
in preparation for that, since I don't have any full spectrum lights, they're just regular shop lights.
Mhm.
You know, I'm a baller on a budget.
That's
And,
what that is.
Yeah.
That's shop light.
Anybody that's seen videos of my fish room knows that all I have is shop lights. Well, I didn't want to break tradition, so I went to our trusty neighborhood store and picked up this one. This is supposed to be a full spectrum light. It's a grow light, so we'll see how it does.
That's what this
Oh,
is.
you have one.
Yep.
Oh,
It's
you
the
know, for
exact same light. No, it's not. No, it's not. I lied. Actually, it is this one above.
Okay.
That's shop light. That's shop light only. The light that you just bought. Here,
Yeah,
I'll
the
show you.
grow light?
I'm gonna turn that off. This is that grow light. That's that grow light only. Yep.
Yep.
But this is a 4-foot tank, so if you're not running a 4-foot tank, it's good. And you can see I kind of have it at an angle
Well,
across the middle.
This is gonna go on top of that tote that I was telling you I'm gonna put it in.
Yeah.
So hopefully I have some success with that. I've never used a grow light. Like I said, the only thing I have are straight up, LED shop lights. That's it.
Yeah.
Hazel
Well, the cool-
Jennifer,
the co-
I mean Jenna. I'm sorry, Jen. How you doing? I didn't mean
The
that.
the cool thing about you having that
Change your
light
name.
is it's one that I'm used to and that I've experimented with. So if you're gonna use that one to grow those, no more than 7 hours a day, like 8 max, because that's some intense light, like
Oh,
really, really intense light. Yeah, it's bright. It's really
yeah.
good stuff. Um, so yeah, probably 6 to 7 hours on those with that light. That's it. That's all you'll need.
Okay.
And the neat thing is if you shade it afterward during that dark cycle, that dark period, that's when those plants are producing CO2. So
Okay.
during
Well, it
the
gets dark
during
in
the
the garage
light,
room.
yeah. Heck,
You
oh,
know, I
okay, yeah,
just
there you
close
go.
the door, and I actually have to run. I have a little like desk lamp
Hmm.
that I leave on just for some very, you know, diffuse light, so that when I walk in here, I'm not tripping over stuff.
Right. Yeah.
That's the only reason. But
Yep.
um, you know, so but we'll see what happens. You're going on next, aren't you?
I don't know. It's my scheduled time, but with the new schedule with my wife and everything, I'm not sure. It depends on how early she's going to be getting off of work today.
Okay.
I've been going on Fridays or
Thank you.
Saturdays doing pop-ups, so I'm probably not going to do my live today.
Okay.
If I
Yeah.
do, it'll be later on this evening, but I don't think there's an opening this evening. Wednesday evenings are pretty full for the fish fam, so
Yeah. No, I kind of looked in there, and I was trying to sneak it in between live streams. I don't want to. I try not to. I try to be um, courteous and not step on others people's, because mine is not scheduled. I'm just doing a
yeah.
pop up. And I
Yeah.
know everybody says go when you want to go, but still, you know, I don't like that. It's just people
I
people
think that's
program their stuff
yep.
for whenever they're available. So I kind of that's why I hesitate a lot of the time from doing live streams. It's just because one, I don't have anything to say, and the other one is somebody else is probably already going.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the difference though between a pop-up and a scheduled stream. If you're just doing a
Yeah,
pop-up, yeah, man, go whenever you want. If you want to throw that courtesy out there and let people know, like I did that the other day. I ended up doing a pop-up over the time when two different like in the midst of two different people streaming. I think it was Ed and Skipper. But I even made a video letting people know that I was going to do that pop up at that time and was even apologizing to them. I was like, I know this is like in between there too, and I'm so sorry, but it's the only time that I can go. And I think for pop ups, that's okay, but like the scheduled stream, like if you're gonna
yeah,
go by the schedule and look at the schedule, then yeah, I mean, definitely try to find a time for your scheduled stream or at
yeah.
least
So
get with that
even with
person and
pop-ups,
be
though,
like,
I do try to look at the calendar, and you know,
or you can just say
just
F everybody and do your own thing because this is your life and you should live it to the fullest to you. That's what's up.
well, the thing is, we all share the same viewers. So, you
Yeah,
know,
we do. We
people.
do.
I hate having to put people in a situation where they're like, I want to watch this and I want to watch that,
Yep.
because I get caught up in that. I work. I'll have like four different windows open at times,
Uh
just
huh.
watching all the different streams that are going on. But you
Yeah.
know, so but other than that, that's what I wanted to do, was just kind of show off your packaging and your shipping and your plants. And I think I
Well,
was able to
thank
do
you.
that.
That was
So
awesome. I'm glad you did that. That was awesome, and I'm glad that they came in because it was showing that they were coming in on Friday. I did a uh, I did a shipment to California,
oh, I'm in trouble.
and it was showing that it would be sent on Thursday, but and then that yours would be coming on Friday. I'm like, Arizona's further east than California. How is it getting to California before it's getting to Arizona? But yeah, when you said they came in, I was like, yes, yes, that was only 2 days.
Yep.
Yes, go USPS. That's what's
Hey,
up.
Dr. Anthony, for some reason, I was looking, I didn't get the notification. I'm gonna have to go back and check to make sure that I am subscribed still, because I even looked on the calendar and I didn't. Well, I was looking more to see if anybody was going today. Uh, but
Is
what
he on the
what
calendar now? I think he
what
is.
size T-shirt do you need, Dr. Anthony?
Oh, he getting a Mexicali shirt?
Yeah.
Heck yeah! I
Hey,
saw I saw
look,
Berto sporting that. I was like, man,
we're
dude's looking
I
fresh.
have to get him one. We got to represent. We're both Imperial Valley boys. We got to back each other up.
Heck yeah, that's what's up, man.
All things fish is. Oh, okay. Wait. It's not. Oh, wait. It's that little small window then.
All
Yes.
things fishes is
Okay.
me.
Well, I'm going to make sure I make a
I thought
note.
that was Mike.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
I'll leave that alone. I'm not going to go on that subject.
On a different story. Email. Okay. All right. No problem. You can send me an email, Dr. Anthony. Hell, you can come up here if you want. I know people always like to see you. Yeah, yeah, that's what. You're right. That's what I thought too. So,
Mhm.
are they sharing the name, Dr. Anthony? Are you sharing the name with Mike?
Oh, it's the name of his Wednesday stream, All
Oh.
Things Fishes.
Okay. Well, that was
Okay.
probably the confusion. That's all I'll say on that. But
I was like, wait a minute, what kind of alien wizardry is this? He goes from like 29 years old to Dr. Anthony, back to Mike to Dr. Anthony. What's going on here? I need that fountain of youth. Let's go.
see, I'm not the only one. Didi didn't see him on the calendar either, but that's probably why he just. I think Jenna just clarified it. So, okay, I have to make a mental note of that.
Oh, she didn't see him on the
Oh,
calendar.
look at this. This is interesting.
Yeah, isn't that weird how that works? It makes
Yeah.
no.
Well, you know what's so weird is that to get stuff from the Imperial Valley here to Yuma, we're only 55 miles away. And it takes
Mhm.
it 2 days because it goes from here down to Riverside. I mean, from the Imperial Valley down to Riverside. And from Riverside, it goes to Phoenix. And from Phoenix, it goes to Yuma.
Oh my gosh! So it makes like this.
A big old trapezoid.
Square.
That's
Yeah.
really what it looks like.
Oh man.
But you know, you would think that they would be able to get a truck, even just a regular mail truck, to run
Mhm.
from the Imperial Valley to Yuma. But you know,
Mm.
that's the efficiency of the postal office.
Yeah, June, you're right there. Anything going to or coming out of Florida, you definitely want in something insulated. Like my shipments from Florida, I get in these insulated boxes. And if they weren't in these, yeah, they probably, all of my stuff would come in dead. So, yeah. Definitely take care of your stuff if you're shipping from or to Florida. Or Texas or Arizona. I mean, they're all, or Southern California. We're all very, very similar climate. Way too
Yeah.
hot, way too humid, and you wonder why the heck we even chose to live here in the first place.
Well, hey, Jimmy, Matt, thank you for being here. Which we
You got everybody coming in
100%
now.
efficient. Yeah, I agree with you there, Matt. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and jump off so I can get these guys planted before I have to go to work because I got an hour before I have to take off. But thank you, Tommy, for jumping up here with me. Thank you for the plants. They're definitely worth every single penny. I mean, these are the last order that I did a mail order were not this quality and a lot less plants. So
I should have brought my nickel bag of duckweed to show you.
the Zola.
The Azola. Well, it was
Yeah.
supposed to be Azola, but it wasn't. But no,
man.
thanks, man. I really appreciate you having me up and doing that. This was really, really exciting.
Well, I
Just
was gonna have you answer questions, and my plants were all dead. I was gonna put you on the spot and
yeah, no, I'm down.
I'll see you squirm in your seat.
Let's go. Yeah.
No,
If I don't know it, somebody in there does.
you didn't miss a whole lot. It was just an unboxing of a shipment of plants that Tommy had sent. I mean,
Yeah. Go back and check
some,
out the beginning, Jimmy P. After the stream's
yeah,
about to
there's
be over.
some really, really stunning, some really good-looking plants. A hell of a deal.
That
I mean,
Alternanthera came out looking good. Look how pink that is.
You cannot beat the price on what you're getting. It's just I've seen similar plants priced at a way higher price point. So if you're
Ooh,
not
that
getting it from
crypt went a
Tommy,
little yellow.
then you like to throw money away.
Yeah.
I don't. I'm kind of frugal with my money. I like getting the most bang for my buck. So, but other than that, well, thank you guys. Really do appreciate you guys coming out. I know this is kind of last minute. We've been rambling. I've been rambling for almost an hour now, but I got to hurry up, get these planted, and get ready for work. So you guys take care. Thank you.